Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. Today I'll be showing you all how to make this beautiful beret. It can be made out of any 4-weight yarn. I'm excited to show you all how to do this, and let's begin. For this tutorial, you will need 4-weight yarn. I'm using I Love This yarn from Hobby Lobby in the color Marled Denim. But any 4-weight yarn will do. The yarn suggests a 5.5 millimeter crochet hook. I'll be using a 6 millimeter, so just a half size up. You need a threading needle, scissors, and some measuring tape. I like to start off my hats with a magic ring. To make a magic ring, it's pretty simple. You take the yarn and place it around your index and middle fingers, and then on your left hand, and then wrap it around the back of those fingers, and then upward at an angle to create this X shape. And then you slip your hook under that first loop, and then under the second one you pull it and drag it through. Take out your fingers, and now you have this magic ring. And I start by chaining up 3. 1, 2, 3. This chain 3 will never count for the rest of this tutorial as a double crochet. It's just to start us off. And I'll be making linked double crochet. And to make that, I insert my hook into this second chain here under the loop to the left side, just that one. Yarn over and pull up a loop. And then within the magic circle, making sure to go over this strand as I crochet around, I insert my hook and yarn over, pull up a loop. And now I have 3 loops on my hook. Yarn over, pull through the first 2. And yarn over, pull through the last 2. That's 1 double crochet. And now hopefully you can see this. There's now this loop that's right here that connects this double crochet to the chain 3. This is the loop I'm going under next. Insert my hook from top to bottom, yarn over, pull up a loop, 2 loops on the hook, and then I insert my hook into the magic ring and yarn over, pull up a loop, 3 loops are on the hook. And then as you would make a normal double crochet, you yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now you have 2 linked double crochets, and I'll show you that a couple more times. Now that you have this bar right here, you insert your hook into that from top to bottom, yarn over, pull up a loop in the circle, insert the hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. You now have 3 linked double crochet, and you just keep doing that all the way around until you have 12 of these. That was number 4. This is number 5, and I'm just going to stay on camera as I'm making this first round so I can show you how to end the round properly with linked double crochet. Okay, that's number 8, 9, 10, 11, and with the last linked double crochet of each round, I like to link it to the first linked double crochet so there's no space. So to do that, I find the bar from the last linked double crochet right here, insert my hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, 2 loops on the hook. I insert my hook into the magic ring and yarn over, pull up a loop. And before ending here, I skip the chain 3. This is the chain 3 we started with. That never counts as a double crochet, so I'm skipping that. I'm going into the bar from the first linked double crochet, which lies right here. I go under this middle bar from the bottom to the top, like this. And then I take my string, look at this. I take my yarn and then draw the loop through the first 3 loops on the hook. Now you have 2 loops left on the hook. yarn over, pull through those last 2. And now I'm taking this string that I went around the entire time and closing off the ring. Just tightening it a bit for now, and I'll thread in that end when I get to the end of the hat. And now I find the top of the first double crochet, which is here. Make sure you skip that first chain 3. And I insert my hook and make a slip stitch. And that is round 1. To begin round 2, I'm going to chain up 3. And I'm going to turn my work. So from here, I'm going to be placing 2 linked double crochet into each of these stitches around. So I'll have 24 linked double crochet. And be mindful, this right here is a slip stitch. Make sure to not go into the slip stitch. We're going into the actual stitches from each round. So when I turn my work, this right here is actually the first stitch, okay? Because this is a slip stitch. So I insert my hook into the side of the second chain, yarn over, pull up a loop into the first stitch. I insert my hook, yarn over, pull up a loop. There's 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through the first 2, and yarn over, pull through the next 2. In that same space, we're going to make another linked double crochet. Insert the hook from top to bottom, yarn over, pull up a loop, insert the hook into that same stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. And I'm repeating this all the way around in the next 11 stitches, placing 2 linked double crochet into each stitch until I have 24 around. And when I get to the end of this round, I'll show you again how I link my last double crochet to my first double crochet. I'm coming toward the end of my round, and I've just finished 22 linked double crochet. So in this last space here, I'm going to be making numbers 23 and 24. That's number 23. And for number 24, the last one, insert my hook and draw up a loop. There's 2 loops on the hook. In that same stitch, insert my hook and draw up a loop. And then just to end the round, I find my first linked double crochet, which is here, and find that middle bar, which is right here, and I insert my hook from the bottom to the top, and I grab that loop and pull through the first 3 loops on my hook. And now there's 2 loops left on the hook. Yarn over, pull through those last 2. And this is the second round, and I slip stitch into the top of the first double crochet, making sure to skip that first chain 3. The chain 3 never counts, okay? Well, in this tutorial, it does not count. All right, so now I'm chaining 3, and I'm turning my work. And so remember, again, this is where the slip stitch is here. So my first stitch is right here when I turn my work. And I insert my hook into the side of this second chain, draw up a loop, insert my hook here into the first stitch, and yarn over, draw up a loop, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. In that same space, we're going to make another linked double crochet. We have 2 in the first space, and in the next space, we're just going to do 1. Insert the hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, insert the hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And this is the repeat all the way around. And on this round, we will have 36 linked double crochet. Okay? So we're going to have 2 in this space. And in the next space, we just have 1 linked double crochet. I repeat this all the way around, and I'll see you at the end of this round. I'm at the end of round 3. I've just placed double crochets 34 and 35 in this second to last stitch. And in this very last stitch, I'm placing my last linked double crochet, inserting my hook and drawing up a loop as normal. Here, inserting my hook, and drawing up a loop as normal. And in the very first linked double crochet, after skipping this, chain 3. I insert my hook from bottom to top and yarn over and pull my hook through the first 3 loops, and then pulling it through the final 2 loops. And I insert my hook into the top of this round and make a slip stitch. Okay, so now I'm chaining up 3 and I'm turning my work. I insert my hook in the second chain, yarn over, pull up a loop. In this first stitch here, insert my hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the next 2. Now leave that 1 double crochet in that space by itself. Here I insert my hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, and in the next space make my next link double crochet like that. And in the third space, that's where I'll be placing 2 linked double crochet into that 1 space. And this is just so that, because I'm turning my work every round, my increases stay on top of each other. Because as you can see, right below that, there's 2 double crochets coming out of that stitch. Okay, and so that's the repeat for this round. In this next space, placing 1 linked double crochet. In the next space, placing 1 linked double crochet. And then into the space after that, placing 2 linked double crochet. And I'll see you all at the end of this round. So I'm in my very last space, and I have 2 more linked double crochet to place in that last one to end off the round, making sure to link my last double crochet to my first. Okay, slip stitch into the first double crochet of the round, and chain up 3, turn my work, and now I'm ready to begin round 5 in my first space. So I insert my hook into the side of that second chain, yarn over, pull up a loop, insert my hook into that first space, yarn over, pull up a loop, make my first linked double crochet, and place another linked double crochet into that same space. And then now I'll have 3 double crochets that lie in between each set of increases. All right, 1, 2, 3, and now I'm ready to begin another increase here in this space, placing 2 linked double crochet, and in the next 3 spaces doing 1 linked double crochet per space. Okay, and this will give a total of 60 linked double crochet around. I want to turn and be able to keep my increases on top of each other, so that's why the increase will change on this round to being at the beginning of the round, and then on the even numbered rounds, the increase will be at the end of the repeat. Okay, and I'll see you all at the end of round 5. So I'm at the end of my round 5. I have 59 double crochets so far, and I'm placing my 60th one in the last stitch here. Oh, I was about to forget myself to link it to the first double crochet here. And now we're ready to begin round 6. Round 6 will have 72 double crochet around. Chain 3 and turn. So I'll be placing 4 linked double crochet around. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then into the next space, I'm placing 2 linked double crochet into that same space. And this is what will be happening over and over until you get to 10 inches in diameter. So that's where your measuring tape will come in. I'll show you that when I get there. So I'm doing rounds 7 and 8 off camera, so you can pause here to capture the directions for round 7 and 8, and I will see you on round 9 because that's where the 10 inches in diameter is reached. So I just finished my 8th round. I have 96 double crochet around, and I'm measuring just under 10 inches. So this is where I want to stop at and begin to do the rest of my hat. So to do row 9, what will happen is I'm chaining up 3, turning my work. Now you're just going to do 1 link double crochet per stitch. So there are no increases on this round, no decreases. I'm just doing 96 linked double crochet all the way around, 1 linked double crochet in each stitch. And I'll meet back up with you once I finish my round 9. I'm finishing up my round 9 with my 96 double crochet around, and now I'm ready to begin decreasing for my next rounds. So from here I'm chaining up 3, turning my work, and I'm beginning round 10. I begin by inserting my hook and making my link double crochet as normal 6 times. So I'm making 6 linked double crochet as normal. This is number 4. It's number 5. Number 6. And across these next 2 stitches here is where I'll be decreasing. So to do that, I start off as normal, inserting my hook into the bar and drawing up a loop, inserting my hook into that next space and drawing up a loop. Then I just insert my hook into the following space and draw up a loop. Now I have 4 loops on my hook. I yarn over and pull through the first 3 loops. And then with 2 loops left on my hook, I yarn over and pull through those final 2. And what I've done by doing that is I've taken these 2 spaces but made them into 1 stitch. And that's how I'll be decreasing. And I'll show you that again. So when I have my double crochet 2 together for the link double crochet, I go beneath this first loop. Okay? And I'll be starting my next 6 linked double crochet as normal. It's number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, and number 6. And then when I decrease here, I insert my hook, draw up a loop, insert my hook into the next space, draw up a loop, insert my hook into the space after that and draw up a loop with 4 loops on the hook. I yarn over and pull through all 3, well, the first 3. And then with 2 loops left on the hook, yarn over and pull through those last 2 loops. Okay, and I'm going to be doing this all the way around. And I'll see you at the end of round 10. So I'm at the end of my round 10. I just finished my 6 linked double crochet in a row. So in these last 2 spaces, I am making my decrease with 4 loops on a hook, and I'm also attaching to the very first linked double crochet of the row as I've been doing. Okay, and I take that loop and then put it through all 4 loops and then draw through the last 2. Okay, now slip stitching to the top, chaining 3 and turning my work, and on round 11 I'm going to be decreasing from 84 to 72. Round 11 is going to begin in a decrease. So insert pull up a loop, insert, pull up a loop, and then insert, pull up a loop, 4 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through the first 3, 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, and in the next 5 spaces this time, I'm going to do 1 linked double crochet per space, and 2, number 3, number 4, and number 5. And over these next 2 spaces, I'm going to be doing my decrease. And then 5 linked double crochet as normal. And I repeat that all the way around. And I'll see you guys at the end of my row 11. So I'm finishing up my round 11, placing my final linked double crochet into this row. And you'll see me here go behind my chain 3 in order to make the linked double crochet and have all the chain 3s from this point on be on the wrong side of the work, which is the side I'm on right now. But that's not really important that you do that. It'll look fine without that little step, but if you want to do that, that's why you see me doing that on every other round from this point on. And now I'm beginning my row 12. Chain up 3 and turning my work. On my round 12, I'll be going from 72 to 60. And so I begin that by making 4 linked double crochet as normal. That's number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and then doing my decrease here. Over stitches 5 and 6. I repeat this all the way around, and I'll see you at the end of round 12. So I'm finishing up my round 12 by placing my decrease over the last 2 stitches, and then connecting to the very first linked double crochet of the round. Slip stitching to the first linked double crochet, chaining up 3 and turning my work, and now placing my decrease at the beginning of this round on round 13, and at the end of this one I will have 48 stitches. Okay, after the decrease I place 3 linked double crochet, 1, 2, 3, and that is the repeat for this entire round. The repeat is 1 decrease and then 3 linked double crochet as normal, and I'll see you at the end of round 13. So round 13 is the end of the top of the hat. The rest of the rows will now be the brim that goes around our foreheads. I'm chaining up 1, turning the work, and this round I'm just doing single crochet all the way around, 1 in each space. So just regular single crochet. Well, let me show that just in case anybody's new to crocheting. So after chain 1, you insert the hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through both loops. That's a single crochet. I'll show you that again. Insert the hook directly, yarn over, pull up a loop with 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through both of those loops. One more time, insert the hook, then yarn over and pull up a loop with 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2. I now have 3 single crochet, and in total I need 48. So I'm just going to single crochet all the way around until I have 48, and I'll see you at the end of round 14. So I'm coming to the end of my round 14 with my 48 single crochet. I'm slip stitching here to the top of the very first single crochet of this round. I'm chaining one and turning my work. And make sure when you turn your work, you do not enter into this slip stitch here. Go into the first single crochet, which is right here. Okay? And I'll be doing these single crochet in the front loop only. So when you normally make a single crochet, you would insert your hook and have 2 loops that you're entering under. But instead of going through both or going through the back loop, which would be the one furthest away from me, so the front loop is always the one closest to you when you're working, and the back loop is always this one, the one that's furthest away. We want to go into the front loop, the one closest to me. So I just insert my hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, and make the single crochet that way. So instead of going under both loops for this entire round, we're going under just that front loop, the one closest to me. And I'm making 48 single crochets only in the front loop for this entire round. And I'll see you at the end of this row. I'm coming to the end of my round 15, and I'm placing my last single crochet in that front loop only, slip stitching into the top of the last single crochet and turning my work, well, chaining one first and turning my work. Now I'm on the front side of the hat again, and here I'm going to be doing a different stitch. Okay, so this is the first single crochet of the previous round. I'm not going to be crocheting directly into this. I'm going to be making 2 double crochet together in this loop here, in the loop that's available from 2 rounds below. So because we went into single crochets in the front loop only on this last round, the round right below that has all of its back loops available for me to use right here. So what I'm doing right below this first single crochet, instead of going into that, I'm going into the back loop directly below that single crochet with 2 double crochets together. So I'll yarn over, insert my hook up from the bottom to the top through that loop that's available from 2 rounds below. Okay, now yarn over and pull up a loop, 3 loops on my hook, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops. Okay, so that's a partial double crochet, and instead of completing it, I'm going to yarn over again, insert my hook from the bottom to the top in that same loop from 2 rounds below, yarn over, pull up a loop, 4 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through the first 2, then yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. Okay, and that's the first 2 double crochet together from 2 rounds below. And then what I'm going to do from here is skip the single crochet, the first one, I'm not going into that. In the very next one, I'm making a single crochet as normal under both loops. This is the repeat for the entire round, but I'll show you this a few more times. Okay, so we have our 3rd single crochet here. We're not going into that. Instead, we're going into the loop from the row right below that with this here, with the 2 double crochet together. So I yarn over, insert my hook, yarn over, pull up a loop with 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through the first 2, and then I start to make my second double crochet there by yarning over, inserting my hook from the bottom to the top, yarning over and pulling up a loop. There are now 4 loops on the hook. I yarn over and pull through 2, and then the 3 loops on the hook, I yarn over, pull through all 3. And every time I make my 2 double crochet together, I make sure to skip the single crochet that's right behind it, and in this 4th single crochet, I place a normal single crochet. Okay, we'll do that again. So instead of going into the single crochet, I yarn over and insert my hook in the back loop from below, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops. That's a partial double crochet, and then I yarn over, insert my hook into that same space again, yarn over, pull up a loop, 4 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through those first 2 loops. I now have 2 partial double crochets here, and with 3 loops on the hook, I yarn over and pull through all 3 loops, and I skip that single crochet directly behind that, and then I single crochet under both loops into that 6th space, and one more time for good measure. Okay, all right, here we are again. I skip this single crochet and I go into the loop right beneath it, right here, yarn over, insert my hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, first partial double crochet made, and I yarn over again, insert my hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, 4 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through the first 2. I now have 2 partial double crochets, and with 3 loops on the hook, I yarn over and pull through all 3 of those loops, and I skip the single crochet that's directly behind this set of 2 partial crochets, double crochets together, and in the next space I make a single crochet. Okay, I'll see you all at the end of this round. So I'm at the end of the round. Okay, I've done 23 of these so far, and I'm making my 24th set now. So my final 2 singles here, I'm skipping this one and making my 2 partial double crochets in the row, 2 rows below, skipping the single, and I go into this last single crochet here, and then I slip stitch into the beginning of the round under those top 2 loops. Here I'm starting my next round by chaining 1, turning my work, and doing 48 single crochets in the front loop only. I'm going to be doing rounds 15 and 16 3 more times, so if you want to see me do it one more time, you can continue to follow along or just skip to the last slide with the reverse single crochets. I'm choosing to do this 4 times because this hat is for my grandma and I want her to be able to cover her ears if she wanted to, so I wanted that brim to come far down. But I honestly think the hat looks better if you were to repeat rows 15 and 16 for a set of 2 or 3 times. So it's up to you, really. It's your hat. Live your life. Single crochet. I'm just letting you know what's going on, and continue along with me if you're going to continue these rows for at least 2 or 3 more times, or you can stop here or just meet up with me at the end of the video to do the reverse single crochets, and the timestamps are below. After chaining 1, make sure to skip that slip stitch here, and we're going to be doing this round here over again with the partial double crochets. And now this time the loops that you're going under should be easier to see because they're right above each of the little set of blocks. This loop right here is where we're going to be entering in. Okay, so again, yarn over, insert the hook into that available loop from 2 rows below, yarn over, pull up a loop, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through the first 2. With 2 loops on the hook, yarn over again, insert the hook, yarn over and pull up a loop. You now have 4 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through the first 2, 2 partial double crochets made, 3 loops up top, pull through all, yarn over and pull through all 3. All right, and you skip that first single crochet right behind there. In the second single crochet, make a single crochet as normal, and it is the same as the previous round from 2 rows below. You make 2 partial double crochets together, and then in the next space you single crochet, and you always skip the single crochet that's directly behind each set of 2 partial double crochets. Okay, if you like this length, you can stop here. I'll be doing rounds 15 and 16 2 more times, and I'll see you at the end of that to do the reverse single crochets. Making my final round, and my final round is going to be reverse single crochet all around the brim, and I'll show you how to do that. First, I make a chain 1, and normal single crochet are made in this order. The reverse single crochet are going to be counterclockwise instead. So from here, I find my last single crochet, or my last single crochet I just finished, and I insert my hook into that space. I yarn over and pull up a loop right in that space, and with those 2 loops on my hook, yarn over and pull through those 2 loops, and then I repeat that all the way down, insert my hook into that next space, yarn over and pull up a loop to the left hand side of the loop that's already on the hook, then yarn over, pull through 2, again insert the hook, yarn over, pull up a loop to the left hand side of the loop that's already on the hook, then yarn over, pull through 2, and you're going to do this all the way around a total of 48 times. And when you do these reverse single crochet, I always have my hook kind of tilted at there's like a slash at that angle when I pull through the 2 loops. It helps me to keep my stitches uniform and neat. And it may feel a bit tricky at first, but it's not hard once you get the hang of it. So I'll encourage you to try it. If you don't prefer the reverse single crochet, or if you have a hard time executing it, you can just do regular single crochet all the way around in a clockwise direction. But I think the reverse single crochet gives it like a nice touch, makes it look and feel more fancy. So that's why I love to end my hats with the reverse single crochet whenever I feel called to. And I'll see you all at the end of this round. I'm finishing up my last reverse single crochet here. And from this point, I don't chain 1 or anything. I just pull up my loop a few inches from the work and cut. I grab my scissors and my darning needle and cut that strand. And I begin to weave in my tails. For this one here, what I do is I find my first reverse single crochet, which is right here, and slip my needle into the back side of it. Okay, I'll pull through like that. And then once I have that pulled through, I flip my work toward the inside and just hide this tail within the stitches. And it's pretty easy because we have a lot of these blocks here. I have to make sure I find a path where I can go back and forth through the stitches at least 3 times. Okay, now just check the front side to make sure it all looks good. That's number 1. That's number 2. And then the third time I just go back in the same direction I came from, and make sure you don't go into the same loop you just came out of. So like if you can see my tail here, it came out of this loop. So I would not enter back into that loop because it will undo the work I just did. So I make sure I skip over this loop here and just insert my hook into a different loop in the same direction I just came from. And this tail is all sewed in. So then I just pull the yarn a little bit to tighten just a bit, and then cut that strand. And then pull the work back. Okay, so that tail is completely hidden. And then, because my tail is on the outside, for this top one, what I'm going to do is insert it. And I want to add a little top to this beret, so what I'm going to do is just firstly insert this hook. Insert this strand down into the hole. And then before I tighten this, I'm going to make the tip of my beret. So to do that, I make a slip stitch. Moving the hat to the side real quick. Make a slip stitch, holding the yarn with thumb and ring finger, and then index and middle up top. Pull down on the yarn, pull towards you, and then go back up and then pull that loop through, making a slip knot. Chain up 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Skip the first chain, and in these last 6 chains here, I'm going to be placing single crochet. And I'm personally going in, instead of in these loops here, I'm going in that back bump on the opposite side with 6 single crochet. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, and then I just chain 1, pull a few inches of yarn here, and cut the strand. Okay, and this is going to be folded in half like this. Then I take my threading needle that loop and thread it from one side to the other of the beret tip at the bottom to connect it. From here, I pull those 2 strands into the inside of the hat, turn the hat inside out, and then I take my threading needle and thread each of those strands around at least 3 times to make sure it's secure. Make sure to go under the loops of the 12 link double crochet of that first round. And it's just like the other thread that we threaded in earlier. Make sure that you don't go under the same loop you just came out of so that your work is never undone. You could probably get away with just tying them all together at least 3 or 4 times, but I'd rather thread them in this time because I had the patience. And y'all, that's it. That is the end of this tutorial. Thank y'all so much for watching. Please comment, like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see y'all next time.